Paul said, folks, every idea has a consequences. Folks, ideas have consequences. You guys are having an idea that there is no resurrection of dead. If that is the idea, if that is the proposition, or that is the presupposition, or that is the hope that you have, then let me get into that shoes of your argument. And let me show the absurdity of the logic, because once that particular proposition is given to be right, then look at the conclusions to follow. He's going to give 5 or 6 conclusions that I'm going to give you in 3 headings. In other words, he says, Corinthians, your logic is flawed. Your premise that says there's no resurrection, if that is the case, if I have to argue for that premise that you have just said, there is no resurrection, then these are the consequences and these are the conclusions should follow. And the conclusions are so absurd that cannot be true, so your logic is false. That's how Paul was arguing with Corinthians. I'm going to give you 3 arguments. If Jesus did not rise from the dead, listen to me very carefully. If Jesus did not rise from the dead, our present faith and practice are useless. Number 2, if Jesus did not rise from the dead, then Jesus' past work on the cross is powerless. Number 1, our present faith and practice are useless. Number 2, the past work of Jesus Christ on the cross is powerless. And number 3, our future is hopeless. Now, Paul argues and shows these conclusions are inevitable if you and I had to grant the logic of Corinthians.